welcome back to part 2. I will just say though, I actually forgot to put down part 1 on the first video. So hopefully you found this, because I did put part 2 on this one. So hopefully you have found that. Okay, so I was going to get into the tarot cards for this next bit. So we're getting that this is a situation, and before I felt like it was possibly that you were leaving behind someone that you didn't feel appreciated by and moving into something with someone that you do feel appreciated by. So like this person is seeing you as the treasure, whereas the other one saw you as not, I don't want us to keep saying trash, but like just not worth it, okay? Or just not right, something like that. Now, part of the situation with the first one, I feel as though you may have come across as always available, or you dropped things to be around them. And I feel like this is where maybe the disrespect, or the fact that they just know they don't even need to try. You've never given them a reason to have to try, because you've always accommodated however they behave, whatever they do, you've accommodated that. So there was, I feel, this level of like they didn't see your worth because of that. But in your head you're like, but look how worthy I am because of all these things I'm doing. But actually you're not really showing up for yourself, you're showing up for that person. So, but in the last reading it felt like we were actually talking about a shift in their energy. I don't know why, it just felt like they were starting to change their mind on that. Now I feel like that is because you decided to take responsibility and be, okay, I don't feel appreciated here, therefore I'm not going to keep putting my time and energy and effort into it, because I feel like actually some of the things in your life have been messing up because of that. Or you kind of got frustrated at yourself. It's like, why am I here when I could actually be over there doing that? And you've had this realization of like, I really should stop being so available for something that isn't available for me, or doesn't really value me, or doesn't see me as treasure. So you want to be treated basically how you feel that you treat people. But what you've had a realization of is that there's this need for you to actually show up for yourself first. And you will then align with somebody that is also doing that for themselves. So let's get into the tarot cards. What is going to happen for you? I'm feeling like over the next week in this situation, how is this going to play out for you? Okay, we have the Hierophant. So perhaps listening to this video or other videos that you've listened to is really hitting home. It's giving you the key to unlock the door to really understanding your own discernment, and actually showing up for yourself by, you know, being guided and going, this doesn't actually make me feel that good, and I want to feel good. You know, whatever the father wound is, or whatever it is with masculine energy from when you were a child that has affected you in this way, that you feel you have to, you know, be perfect to show up in someone's life. This is the realization that you are having now. The realization that actually I just need to be guided on my spiritual level as to like, how do I feel? When you get that horrible feeling, listen to it, trust it, don't question it, or get stuck in loops of conversations as to that leave you then feeling like worthless, even more so. Yeah, instead you're like, no, instead of talking this through with friends, instead of having to keep going over and over it with this person or anything like that, I'm just going to carry on with my life. I'm just going to take the direction that leads to fulfillment within me, not within somebody else. So it's like you're becoming your own home in that way. So over the next few days, you're taking that key, you're opening it up as well. And we have the Two of Swords. So this is, you definitely are still at the moment, so over the next few days, you're kind of stuck at this crossroads as to like, well, and it's almost like if you see this frog clinging to the one sword, I feel like that is like the direction where you felt like trash. This is the one that feels like treasure, but you don't know it. You don't know how to accept that, and it hasn't actually arrived yet. Like nobody is showing up and making you feel like treasure just yet. Okay, so there's something still being held on to with this trash. Now, a lot of that could be comfort. It could be the fact that you are like, I'm not sure if actually I should just wait a little bit longer and see if this changes. No. So let's see, what advice does tarot have for you? Okay. Oh, it's realization, absolute realization. For some of you, you've gone through what we call a Kundalini awakening. So you may have felt that energy of something rising within you from Muladhara, from the base center within your body. Okay. Now that is the center of your stability, your security, your trust in yourself. And you're allowing yourself now to rise up. Whereas I feel like for some time, for a very long time, I'm getting like 15 years on this as well, actually. It's been very dormant there. And there's been this lack of trust in yourself and overly trusting others. Having an agenda on things, but really, you know, you thought this was going to bring healing, but it really doesn't. So an ending is going to happen, okay? An ending of this cycle, of this pattern. You're no longer feeding something that isn't really fulfilling you back, you know, something that maybe you have to ask to be fed, but you are there ready and waiting, got it all sorted. There's a lazy energy to this of sort of like, you know, you need a rest. I feel like you're exhausted. You need to rest, have a break, get off this treadmill that you're on, because there are things that you aren't noticing. And there's something in your life at this time that you could really make a go of, that you could really get together on. That I feel is more in your material world. So this could be to do with work or a project or something that you want to get off the ground. Maybe it's applying for some kind of job, but you're putting it off because you're still attached to this need for being desired. Okay, so let's have a little look into that, because I feel like that is something that you really do need to plug your energy and time into right now at this time. Yes, Nine of Pentacles. It's enjoying being single, enjoying your own space and your own time is exactly what you need to do right now. I'm getting something about going fishing. Maybe you're going to be invited to go fishing soon, or you're fishing for something in your life that is not to do with this situation. Okay, so that's exactly what you need to do. I've just heard there as well, the beast is sleeping. So this is sort of like, there's something in you, I feel, that someone's chipping away at your energy a little bit. And this could be very, very, very in the background, but it's starting to piss you off. It's starting to get to a point where you're like, I can see it, I can feel it. I'm not going to let it stop me or affect me, but it's bugging me that it's there. Now, at this time, you've got to put it down. You've got to rest on that one. Don't let it bother you. Don't worry about it too much. I just saw a poinsettia, pardon me, a poinsettia plant as well. You know those red plants, the Christmas plants? Pardon me. Oh, you're going to be receiving a gift of one of those, I feel. You're going to be receiving a gift that's like a plant that could be like that. Now, that is your first sign, I feel, of the strength that you have in being so strong, discerning and courageous in your bold move. Because for you, this isn't easy. It's not easy to turn away from being available to something that you feel you need, or you feel needs you. You can't really judge what somebody needs or wants without asking them. You can't just decide that for yourself, okay? All you can do is decide your needs and wants, and you align with what fits with that, what suits that, what is aligning with that. We have on the bottom there the Ace of Pentacles. So actually what this is leading towards, there's something about this gift that you're going to be receiving. So like I said, it could be a plant. I definitely feel like it's a poinsettia, but it's like a peace offering, and it is actually a signal to the changes that are about to occur. I'm getting this within like 3 to 5 days. And we have the Chariot, which I did actually see earlier. I just didn't mention that I saw it. Now, that actually gladdens your heart. And I feel like it actually helps you in the direction to move forward. So it brings you out of that Two of Swords energy, which is keeping you stuck at that crossroads. It's going to give you the information. But which direction is it going? Because this could be the arrival of something new in your life, but I don't feel a lot of new. Two of Cups. And the Empress. Whoa, I can't believe those two just came out. Got the Queen of Wands on the bottom there, but it is in the reverse position. This is going to knock your confidence, but not in a bad way. I feel like this is actually something like a rekindling of a relationship here. for many of you. And the Empress, this is you attracting it in you, being available for yourself finally. Drop me a DM to book in. Have a blessed